Is it true that you should never talk to cops without a lawyer present? If you think you are in a situation that you could be charged, yes. I don't answer questions should be the default response to the police in just about any situation. The police are legally allowed to lie to you with no consequence to them. You, on the other hand, cannot lie to the police without consequence. Always invoke your Fifth Amendment right. It depends. If you are reporting a crime, talk to the cops. If they are arresting you, don't talk to the cops. If you're guilty, SDFU. If you're innocent, tell them you'll answer all of their questions with a lawyer present. No, it's not a strict 100 of the time rule. But if you're talking to cops about anything that involves a crime that you aren't reporting to them yourself, then yeah, ask for a lawyer. The husband in your hypothetical should not speak without counsel. He should also know that the police are legally permitted to lie. It is a myth that lawyering up is proof of guilt. No one is ever obligated to just help us clear this up unless court-ordered to do so. I'm an attorney, and while criminal law is not my area does occasionally overlap with it. I'd encourage you to search SDFU Friday. Obviously, during an interrogation, wait for your lawyer. When you're first arrested and being processed, but before you're Mirandized, keep your mouth shut unless you need water, the bathroom, medical attention, to make a phone call, or they are asking you about pedigree information. They won't ask you interrogatory questions before you're Mirandized, so don't give them any freebies by volunteering unnecessary information. Basically, don't say anything that can be construed as an admission of guilt or a possible alibi, because that will be used against you in court. In your scenario, it would probably be in the husband's best interest to have a lawyer considering the circumstances, but usually a lawyer is not necessary for a witness statement. For the best answer, you should post this question in r Ask Lawyers. Watch this U2.bed 709x ip 7 ese equals 04 tm rojos RTV 5 ICLA professor's lecture regarding talking to the police. NAL. But yeah, in the situation you mention, you should absolutely have a lawyer. Cops are essentially bureaucrats with guns. They want to work smarter, not harder. If they can pin the blame on someone quickly, there is a huge incentive to do so, and you cannot assume ethics. Juries are full of morons. Both defense and prosecution have a limited tolerance for intelligence. And judges aren't far off. Some are lazy, some are elected, and most serve for life. You don't want to be someone's easy clearance. There has never been a situation where someone with guilt is helped by talking to police. This is agreed open by every lawyer. Do not talk to cops without a lawyer. It will never ever help you. Yes. With the state of cops in the US, I will never speak to them without a lawyer. Pulled over for a traffic ticket, fine. Reporting a crime to them, fine. But if they are questioning me, I will have a lawyer present and they can't stop me. Also, get yourself into the habit to never give anything more than exactly what they are asking. Do you know so and so? Yes. Not yes, they are my third cousin's left goldfish. In your example, the husband absolutely should not go in without a lawyer. It doesn't matter if some idiot thinks it makes him seem guilty, it's their right and for their own protection. The husband could very easily be tricked into giving them circumstantial evidence or confused due to the emotional stress he's under, and accidentally give misinformation. Now he's really going to look guilty because now it looks like he's lying to the police. The TV shows make it seem like the DA needs irrefutable evidence, and say stuff like all we have is circumstantial. But many people are found guilty simply because there's a good amount of circumstantial even if there's no actual hard evidence. If you were in the husband's shoes and told them everything you knew, you'd probably plead guilty even though you were completely innocent, just to avoid getting a death sentence after they pressured you into thinking they had enough to send to the chair. Curious how many run-of-the-mill people know a criminal lawyer. If I talked to my lawyer, he could change my will for me, but he has no experience in a criminal situation. The police might become more suspicious of you, but what counts is what a court of law decides later on, and they might be swayed by some stupid shit you said because no lawyer was there. Lawyer up. My little brother rightfully convicted him, not going to argue that, but was such an idiot. Cops came to the door, didn't charge him, didn't even hint that they would, just said we just want you to tell us what happened last night, and he did every detail. When they showed up to arrest him later, they already had his own confession. The first half of this video should be a mandatory part of the American school curriculum. I watch a lot of Dateline, and this is a good question. If the husband is innocent and can account for his whereabouts in a timeline, it would seem suspicious to immediately get an attorney. Of course, police want to talk to him. They want to see his reaction and demeanor. It might seem suspicious to immediately ask for an attorney. If questioning gets intense, he might want to ask for an attorney or even consult one after being released, just in case, since husbands and boyfriends are the first suspects. If it's a traffic stop, It would be to one's benefit to talk to police and comply politely with orders. So, you killed your wife pretending to be on a fishing trip? I'm just asking. You don't have to answer without a lawyer being present.